Motivational Queen, your accountability coach helping you get it done. What is it that you need to get done? I can help you get on the media and make more money. Get that exposure you're looking for. So come see me. Check me out all social media under Wanda D, yes, my government name. And you can also follow my website at IamEnough365.com. That's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
I am healed. I am intuitive. I am intelligent. I am the I am. I am wealthy. I am free. I am freedom. I am space. I am strength. I am love. I'm a motivator. I am the greatest. I am beautiful. I am grace. I am queen. I am generous. I am powerful. I am loved. I am deserving. I am culture. I am original.
Take time out to focus on you. Don't take on any tasks that don't belong to you. It's a perfect day to make a change. Gotta put the brakes on anything that get in your way. No time to second guess. You gotta put your trust in God and walk by faith. It's time to change your you want and apply. Go far beyond than just try. Goodbye to yesterday. Today is the day to claim your destiny. Just clap your hands if you understand. Just clap your hands if you understand.
Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D, the Motivational Queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I Am Enough talk show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.IamEnough365.com.
Go through with PTSD also, I'm ex-military, but I learned how to turn it into microphone techniques. So I'm gonna freestyle and then I'm gonna tell y'all a little something, because Wanda D told me to freestyle. Say, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Hard with the drums. I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I come from the boogie down, south side of town. MCs like me, we come incredible. See, I've been spending so much time in my head. Grab the microphone. Did you hear what I just said? I got skills, rocking on the mic. I pay bills all the time. Rapping on the beat with the rhyme. I'm coming off the top of my mind. I do this all the time. This is how I rhyme. I am enough.
I am enough.
King it, I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. Times right now, totally rough. Every time I'm dealing with this stuff, I grab the microphone microphone and I don't bluff. And when I hold the microphone, I'm like the bluff. Sit back and watch the crowd rock. I grab the microphone non-stop. Blast the microphone is, I got a bonus to grab this mic and do just what I like. Too much hesitation, I had to take the time. Sit back, relax, so I can unwind. Messing with my mind. Now I gotta come out here and show this one time that I could unwind. Say a little stuff that was on my mind. And this is how we do. Are y'all with me? I'm with you too. Say I am enough. Say I am enough. Come on, times are tough and you know it's rough, but say I am enough. Say I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I'm from the Bronx, baby. Alright.
In the 8C.
Listen, let her introduce herself the way she want to introduce herself. Go ahead, talk.
My name is Riley Alabama Benson.
Alabama? That is not how you pronounce your middle name.
Well, anyway, that's what she said. So why are y'all here, ladies?
But how are we going to try the peanut butter bar?
Okay, it is called 1044 Pro. Yes, I am. I know. Okay, and so everybody watching this is a little nervous for me because this is live. These are 5-year-olds, and I don't know what they're gonna say, but this could go either way. But I'm willing to risk it. So first, y'all do me a favor and pick up y'all bar and smell it. Don't drop it. Smell it. Addie, tell me how it smells.
It smells good.
Okay. Zig, tell me how it smells.
It like peanut butter chocolate.
Smell like peanut butter chocolate. Yay! That's what it is. This is the 1044 Pro. Life like a pro. See, I told you don't drop your bar. Okay, so girls, take a bite. Pull out your bar and show everybody how big your bar is.
Whoa. It's this big.
Whoa.
This big.
Whoa. So do a bar kiss. Kiss your bars and take a bite. And Addie, why you bite so much? Because her name is Addison. Okay. Addison said it's great.
What Ella Bella say?
What Ella Bella say?
It's yummy.
It's yummy. All right, we got a great and a yummy. So 1044 Pro strikes again, wins again.
If you can hear us.
Okay, can y'all hear us now? Don't tell me y'all missed all that good stuff. Because if y'all did, y'all in trouble. I think they can hear us because I can hear myself. Put a 1 in if you can hear us.
Please do.
I'm going to pull it up. Let's see. How's it going? You know technology is always trying to trick us. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, yeah.
You can hear us? All right.
Yep, okay. So did y'all, well, if y'all missed it, y'all missed it. We're not going back. We just moving forward. So y'all have to catch the live.
You know, the repeat.
You have to catch part 2. They can't even catch.
Well, a quick recap.
Okay, give them a
quick recap. You know, we were talking about, you know, intimacy in the bedroom. Intimacy carries a lot of ways in the bedroom. We talked about cooking with your mate.
Yeah.
You know, have your woman come in with the heels on, half naked, you know, or something. Just be creative. Come in and cook with your mate. Have fun with your mate. We also talked about finger foods for your mate. Put some fruit on your mate. We talked about
Human Sunday.
Yeah, Human Sunday. I told my girl I was gonna turn her into Human Sunday, and she probably gonna text me and cuss me out about this, like, you little nasty thing, you. But you know, hey, you know, like she tells me, you know, all the time, you know, I created a monster. You know, hey, we created each other. But you know,
it's like that sometimes.
It's like that sometimes.
It's like that. And so, and that's the way it is.
And that's the way it is.
So tell me this: what type of music do you like in the bedroom? Do you have a particular, or do you like to switch it up?
I like to switch it up. I like, you know, it has to be slow music, R&B. It has to be an R&B. I can't get with no rap in the bed because you can't get intimate with no rap.
I don't know though. Greg said, wait a minute. Greg, okay, Greg, you up next, Greg. Greg, get ready. Y'all get ready to see Greg, okay? Y'all get ready to see. Greg got something to say, and he gonna say it today.
But to each his own. Everyone is different.
Yeah.
You know,
so you like R&B.
I like R&B.
You're an R&B man.
I still would jam some R. Kelly.
Okay,
some old school Isley Brothers.
Oh.
You know, I love my Isleys. I even like the new young lady that's out now, her. I like to jam her.
Her.
And I like Sade.
Yeah, you know Sade is classic.
Exactly. So I like, you know, I like the classics.
Okay.
I'm a young man with an old soul.
With an old soul. You like
and so I like to jam with the classics and everything and stuff. Some nice subtle music. Candles.
So for our people listening, for our viewers, put down your favorite bedroom sexy song. Okay, write down. Y'all know this is interactive, so I know y'all couldn't be here and y'all wanted to be here, but so y'all need to put down what y'all like in the chats. Okay, no matter what chat you're in, YouTube chat, Facebook chat. So I'm like Greg. I like to switch it up.
Like switch it up.
You know, yeah, because I could go for some Tupac in the bedroom too.
How do you want it? How do you want it?
You know, like I like to switch it up. You know, like it may, you know, I don't know though.
So you like your man throw you against the wall and everything.
You know, like whatever it takes.
Handcuffs and everything, huh?
You know, whatever.
Whips and chains excite you, huh?
Well,
sometimes she brings you climb on top and just do what you do.
Well, whatever, you know, it's like whatever it takes. But I do what you know what? We talking about music, okay? I'm gonna need y'all to stick to the subject at hand. This party gonna be all over the place. This is dysfunctional Sunday, all right? The reason being is because certain music just kind of like promotes certain moods, yes. You know. Okay, so.
Well, see, I get excited just but off the R&B. That's just me.
That's nothing wrong with it.
I can get rough with R&B. I can throw you against the wall with some R&B.
Vandross.
Oh, of course, Luther.
Okay.
You know, Luther and Freddie Jackson.
Oh, Freddie Jackson. Yeah. Y'all going down. You old school for sure.
Some 112. I go a little bit, you know.
Okay.
Little Faith Evans, you know.
Oh, yes. Faith Evans. Oh.
Mary J. Blige.
We're gonna have a party up in here in a minute. So cheers, Chef. Where your water at?
Well, you know, boom, you know.
Okay.
I'll drink to that.
So I will definitely drink to that. Another thing that, you know, when you talk about spicing up the bedroom, this is what I used to do. You know, well, let me just keep it. I'm just gonna keep talking to y'all, okay? I'm just gonna keep talking to y'all right there. So, you know, I like to put like notes in people's pockets and their bags and stuff, like surprises. So I like to give like surprises, and I write stuff down, you know. So because for one thing, see, I'm an author and I'm a communicator. So my stimulant point is through conversation. You know how everybody have their different senses of what turns them on. Mine is through conversation. So I like to be talked to and told. And then also I like to, write little notes and like put little notes.
You like, so your man like, bring that ass here.
Like put some little notes down there and put it in tuck his pocket. Like, don't read that until you get to where you want to go. And then be like, oh man, I'm all messed up now. Let me
ask you this. Have you ever sent nudes to your man at work?
Nudes. Oh
nudes
yeah.
To your man at work, pictures at work. Yeah. Your man be at work and everything and stuff. You might just be at home chilling in the bathtub or something like that. Just take a quick selfie and send it to your man at work. Be like, I'm thinking about you. Bring that ass on home.
Because you know what? One thing about it, see, this is okay. Y'all write this down now. You have to be stimulating all of those senses.
Yeah.
We talked about food, so that's stimulating the taste buds, right? We're talking about visual, like spice it up, like look
hearing.
Different.
Call and talk dirty to your man sometimes.
Talk dirty. Chef, slow roll. Okay, slow roll. You're going too fast. You gotta slow roll.
I told you what my favorite subject today.
I know it. So y'all better catch all of this. So far, viewers, listeners, and everything, I need y'all to share this information, okay? Because I'm finding out that marriages, people aren't having as much fun.
Well, I heard married people don't have sex. Some of them don't. I heard married folks be having some boring. So there's either they have sex and don't have sex at all because they don't have kids and everything and stuff, and they didn't let the spice die down in their bedroom.
We're going to let Nancy come in here and talk to y'all because Nancy told me some stuff she do when she hit the door.
I know. She got me excited. I said, girl, if I didn't have a woman, boy, I'd be all over Nancy. If I was single,
Nancy is married too.
I would be all over Nancy.
Her husband stimulated.
I bet you her husband happy than the MF. I bet you he be dancing around with the jingles like a mother. Oops. I forgot. Y'all gotta put these kids up, boy. I'm telling you.
So you know what? We're gonna take a slight break. We're gonna take a slight pause for the cause. I'm gonna taste one of these tartares.
Yes.
Because it looks yummy. Let me have one. Let me show the people one that I.
Well, just go ahead and grab a whole one, and I'll put another one together.
I want to grab the one that I messed up. I'm a neat girl sometimes. So I want y'all to see my tartare, my tuna tartare. See that? Lisa, you were supposed to be here this Sunday. Ask Lisa what happened to her.
Miss Lisa, what happened to you? Hi, Lisa. What's going on, Lisa?
Y'all, what's on the menu for today?
Indeed. Today we're going to do salmon with asparagus with a orange white wine sauce, and then we're having lobster tails, and you already seen the shrimp cocktails and the tuna tartare. It's just a little small, sexy.
And you making a drink?
Menu. Oh yes, I'm making a special drink for this evening. We have. I'm going to do a strawberry and vodka drink. It's going to be, I'm either going to use vodka or the Crown Peach. One of the two. I haven't fully decided yet. Well, but we're going to have a sexy ass drink today.
That's what we're doing. I don't know what y'all do on Sundays, but this is what we do on Sundays.
Sunday Fun Day is in the building.
Sunday Fun Day in the building.
We tell y'all each and every time before we go to break, I want to do a contest today.
Okay.
I want to do a contest today.
Take notes. Okay.
This is going to be the contest.
What's the contest? Y'all better write this contest down.
They have to. This one, I want to see who's been watching us and who's been paying attention. I want to give away 2 free tickets to our first Sunday event, which is April next month. April is next month. So I want to see who's been paying attention. Our contest is you have to tell me what dish did I make. What was the topic on our first? What was the topic for our first event, which was Valentine's Day?
You telling them?
But they gotta know where where to go research at. Okay. So I want to know what dish was prepared on the first episode we did. And what was the dessert?
Oh, 2 free tickets.
2 free tickets to
you
the
gotta
next
know
event.
What was prepared on our relaunch.
On our relaunch.
The meal and the dessert.
And the dessert.
Ooh.
And also the topic.
So for those that know it, how are we going to select them? Because what if several people are going to do a drawing afterwards?
We're gonna do a drawing.
Okay. So what you do is you send your answer to the I Am Enough Talk page inbox or me or Chef.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or come on here live and want to know and tell us today, however you want to do it.
Okay.
But
and
that's
then,
what we're gonna do.
Then we'll put it in there and shake it up, and then we'll pull out.
We'll draw 2 names.
We'll draw 2 names at the end of the show.
At the end of the show.
At the end of the show. So the winners will be announced at tomorrow because we'll do a recap. Let's do a recap tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
We'll do a recap tomorrow. We'll announce the winners, and if you win, then you can get those 2 free tickets to come. So you don't have to come alone. You can bring a guest with you.
Miss Lisa said a situation came up that she's so sorry, but she couldn't make it. Well, all right, Miss Lisa.
All right.
We're going to be looking for you for the next one now.
All right, y'all. So we will be right back. Okay? Okay.
Hey y'all, it's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach helping you get it done. What is it that you need to get done? I can help you get on the media and make more money. Get that exposure you're looking for. So come see me. Check me out all social media under Wanda D Hollis, yes, my government name. And you can also follow my website at IamEnough365.com. That's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey, I'm back. Greg,
Yes,
say
ma'am.
hi to the people
you-
right there.
How you doing? I'm Gregory Harris.
Gregory Harris.
Yep, I'm originally from Miami, Florida.
Yeah, y'all go.
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm on my own truck.
Okay.
I'm a truck driver. I came to see my good buddy Antonio. I stumbled up on this. I had no clue about what this was.
But that's
This
okay.
my man.
You're gonna roll with it.
I'm gonna roll with it.
So, Gregory from don't be moving your chair now, Greg. Don't be.
Yeah, I want to bet. Yeah.
Don't be doing the most.
He's
See, they
trying to
come
get
on
close to
here.
you.
He ain't even trying to get close. He's trying to do the most. Legs long. He's trying to get his legs right. I tell you, Greg, I can see you just be all over the place in the bedroom.
Yes. Yeah, you can. There's balance for me. I
There's
have
balance.
my moments.
Okay.
Do the band draws, and then sometimes I may want to just climb on top and be a beast and be an animal.
All right. Well,
I have a mixture.
a mixture.
All
So
depends.
first of all, let's talk about this because this is your first time to the show.
Yes.
Is this your first time watching the show?
No.
You've watched the show
I
before.
watched the show before.
Okay, great. So you kind of like know me, but you don't know me.
Mhm.
So now you know me.
Mhm.
Okay.
In physical form.
Physical
I see
form.
you.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So I want to ask you this. Let's talk about your business for a minute because you know that's our show. We're really, really big on the entrepreneur.
Okay.
And you say you're a truck driver.
Yes.
Are you on the road?
Yeah, I'm on the road.
Okay. How long have you been driving?
I got my CDL license in 2009.
Okay.
2009.
So what do you like most? What transition did you make from what to what?
I started as a company driver.
Okay.
Just working for someone. But entrepreneurship had kicked in when I started looking at other people doing their own thing. So I wanted my own business and they inspired me. So but I know I had to make sacrifices with my life and my habits to put money back. So I took a step back and looked and said, okay, the lifestyle that I'm living, I'm taking more losses than I am winning with W's. So now things have to stop.
Wow. I like
and I
that.
made a sacrifice.
So
at a point I became what they call it in the Jewish community.
What they call it?
Stingy.
Stingy.
I put all my money
you was
back.
cheap.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say cheap.
But you know what? That's a good
But
thing.
I put everything back.
You,
I didn't go materialistic crazy.
Yeah, you were managing for success.
Yes.
Right? Because you said, well, you know what? I could keep being the company man, going out partying, spending money, you know, like you look good. So I'm sure you spend a lot of money on your clothes or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like most
Mhm.
kings, they do that. They just
Mhm.
just want, it's just a thing about the kingdom and the
Right.
jungle and stuff. But anyway, so gotta keep focused. So you then made the decision that you say, you know what, I gotta do something for my legacy.
Mhm.
That's not about the company, because when you're working for the company, you're building up the company's legacy.
Mhm. Absolutely.
So, did you have like who were your role models?
My role models, I would honestly say
Mm-hmm.
myself.
Yourself?
Just really wanted it for myself.
Good
I
for
really
you.
wanted it
Hit
for
the
myself.
bell. Give yourself a bell. There you go. Give yourself a bell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you one too.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
Thank you.
So, I like that because that's what kept you motivated.
Mhm.
Because if you had probably came from somebody else, you might not have held in there as long.
Right.
But when you said it came from you,
Mhm.
then you had to be responsible. To you.
Absolutely. Accountability is everything.
What was the hardest part about the transition for you?
I would say the hardest part, it was the lifestyle that I was living. So I had to make the sacrifices to change my mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Everything starts with mindset. Because
Absolutely.
you can be from a city, oh, this city holding me down, blah, blah, blah. Once you change your mindset, that same city you thought was a hellhole holding you back,
Mm-hmm.
everything around you start to look different.
Mm-hmm.
You will start to think different. You will start to move different.
Mm-hmm.
You will start to speak different.
Mm-hmm.
Everything starts with a mindset. Once you change your mindset, you can start to see things progress in your life. But you gotta have the right people around you. Even if some people even some of those people who you grew up with,
mm-hmm.
you have to separate.
You have to separate.
You have to separate if you want better for yourself.
Was it a hard adjustment for you?
No.
No. What about for those people? Was it hard for them?
One thing I learned about people, when people say, well, you changed, Greg, you're different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to change. Growth is change.
Growth is change.
I'm supposed to remain the same.
That's true.
Malcolm X said one time, if you're 40 years old
mm-hmm.
and you have the same mindset you had at 20, you wasted 20 years of your life.
Ooh, give yourself another bell. You didn't
come on.
keep doing
I'm
all
supposed
the
to change.
Yeah, you are.
Growth is change. I don't want to remain the same.
Mm-hmm. Talk to the people. The people.
They want the old Greg. The
Yeah.
new Greg is a new and improved Greg. I don't want to go back to my 20-year-old person.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done with that guy.
So when you done with that guy, you in your new Greg, and what are some of your pain points now in business?
I would say I make sure I count for every dollar. I make sure I pay attention to everything that's going on. I count everything because even a penny is important.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at certain things with like AT&T, all these people, and they may send you a reward card and you may leave something on it, maybe like 10 cents or 5 cents. Imagine how many millions of people who leave 5 cents on a little gift card.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how much money they make from that.
And you know what?
Everything must be counted.
Exactly. And Lisa is watching, and Lisa works in the area of finance, and she's always giving us tips on how to keep our money and how to like shift our money. So one thing that I remember her saying is that check into like those services that you get all the time, like your phone bills and this certain carriers, to call them and say, hey, like, can you take some off, or I'm going to switch over here. I'm gonna move my resource over there.
Because you think about it, you may see a hidden bill or hidden service on there. Oh, it's on $1.50.
And those dollars add up.
That stuff add up over a yearly basis, over annually basis. It add up. So you have to pay attention to it.
So being in business for you has really taught you a more money consciousness.
Yes,
and
very
then
much so.
and then also, what about the friendships that you gain now, like new friendships? Is there like, how do you decide on, who you want in your space?
I really base that on the conversation that I have with someone.
Gotcha.
If they can sell me something and say, well, hey, Greg, I like this idea. You want to go in business? You must sell it or articulate it better to me for me to walk away and feel good about it before I invest my money into it. Other than that, I'm probably going to just sit back and probably just do my own thing and then be like, it sounds good, but I'm not quite sure. You got to sell it to me first. I'm open for business with anybody as long as it is right.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, you know what? Our topic for today is how to keep the bedroom spice. You thought you knew I was gonna get back to it, right? We just had to knock the dust off a few questions because I hope that you come back and join us. Now, are you here in Atlanta area?
I live in Douglasville.
Oh, you do? Okay, I used to live out in Douglasville. Okay, great. So I hope that you consider coming to join us, hanging out with us on, first and third
This
Sunday.
is my man.
Okay.
Tonio is my man.
Okay, great.
He's my man.
So the answer to my question, how do you keep the bedroom spicy? Are you married?
No.
Okay,
Single.
you have single. You're dating. You have a
dating.
You
right now, just dating.
dating.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm not gonna get all off into your dating business,
Okay.
but how? Okay, when you with that person or you've been in a relationship, have you had like relationships for a long period of time?
My longest relationship was about 5 years.
About 5 years.
So
5 years. So let's talk about the 5-year relationship. Because see, this is who I want to talk to.
Okay.
I don't, single, I know what single life look like.
Okay. Yeah,
okay. Yeah. But I want to talk about that 5 years. So I want you to do like a little recall. And then tell me about how then did you keep it going, or did you also see points in it where it was kind of like routine and boring and then so let's talk about that. So go flashback. Okay. You gotta do your hands like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you taking me a little back now. Okay. So, yeah. We was open-minded. Okay. We met each other halfway. Things that she was into, I necessarily wasn't into. Things I was into, she wasn't necessarily into. But we came back and okay, well, let's meet here. So we were spontaneous. There was never the unknown. It was never boring. Okay. We may be riding out of town, pull over in the rest area. Okay. Spontaneous. So we kept it open, kept it spicy. I would say the biggest thing for me is with her, she couldn't figure me out at any given moment. Just cooking in the kitchen, put on the counter. It just all depends, you know. But as far as the music wise go, for me, it's different for me. It all depends. Sometimes I may want to make love. And sometimes I want to be a gorilla, a beast in the bed.
So you just kind of switch it up. But then don't your partner have to be responsive to those mood changes?
Yes, absolutely.
So we're talking to, so this is who I want us to talk to. So you said something that was very key. I use everything as a teaching moment. And that is that we have to be open-minded. Yes. So if somebody wants to be, like slow music and you like it, whatever, like I'm thinking Tina Turner on a rough and fast. I just had, me, I'm a little off. Yeah. So sounds and movies come in my head while I'm talking. Yeah. So just roll with me, okay?
I'm with you.
You get the gist.
I'm with you.
Okay. So what I'm hearing you say then is we need to, where it comes to relationship building, because everything is like an experience, one experience after another. So we have to really stay current with our mates' emotions and what they're going through. Because I know sexually, you're just at, sometimes you're at different places. Like if it's raining, you might want to do something, because it's raining. If it's hot, it's summertime, it's cold, and wintertime, you have to be flexible. Right. So are you very flexible?
I am.
You are? I am. Do you find that women that you're dating now, do you find them to be more flexible or rigid?
Majority, maybe a little bit more rigid.
More rigid?
Anything, yeah, more than anything.
Okay.
Like for me, like he talked about intimacy. Foreplay is big to me.
I was going to ask you that.
But my foreplay is different from most men, how I view it. My foreplay starts from the morning we wake up until that night. Because guess what I'm going to do in the morning? Hey, baby, you look beautiful this morning. Kiss you on the cheek.
The stroking.
Flirt with you throughout the day, mentally. Mentally. Baby, even if I say, well, hey, baby, want to ride to Home Depot with me? Even though you may say, no, baby, I don't want to go. Just the thought that I put it in your head that I asked you to offer ride with me, it makes her feel some type of way. By the time I get ready to lay down with her that night,
she's already
there.
Right.
Look what I've been doing from morning to night.
Mm-hmm. So it starts because foreplay does start outside of the bed, and you bringing me to one of my questions is, and you kind of like answered it in terms of the talking, the communicating. Now, do you do sex testing, texting? Do you do that too to your mate? You like texting
I never
something?
really got into that because I'm
you old school.
Yeah, I'm old school.
So you be talking, you be in their ear.
I'm gonna talk. Yeah, I want to talk. I want her to hear me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen to me. You know what I mean? Every once in a while I may send a flirt text here and there.
Flirt text.
Yeah, but for the most part, I'm all let me get you on the phone.
Okay, got you. Put your mom on the phone. Okay, so what about now this was one of my things. What type of naughty play do you enjoy? You can't have these long pauses because you know what? We on live TV.
Yeah, I know.
Just throw it out there. See, when you're thinking too long and you're trying to make it clean.
Right, you're right.
Don't do that. I'm a mind reader. We're not doing political correct. We're just hitting them.
Right.
Chef was over here. Chef would have answered that thing 10, 20 times.
I heard one of my close friends say, the toys will make a man feel a certain type of way. Not with me.
Like, you like the toys?
Yeah, I done seen. Yeah. I actually enjoyed that.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed that. So I would say the toy.
The toys. Okay. Now, do you like toys used on you, or do you just like to use them on?
Do not like toys used on me.
You don't? Okay. So that's something that y'all need to be mindful of. And what about public display of affection? How big are you on that?
Okay, that's a great question. For me, I'm okay with it. Just don't overdo it for me.
What's the overdoing it?
We can peck, the tongue kissing, the holding hand. I'm okay with holding hands, depending on the environment. We had a county fair or something, a lot of people. I need you close to me. I don't, the mall and just I'm not really like that hand guy like that.
Why not? Your hands be sweating?
No, I don't sweat. No, my hand is fine.
Okay.
I'm good now. It's just, I don't know. It's just.
You don't know? I bet you I
don't
know.
have an answer, friend. Help me. Because I can learn something from you.
Well, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna get another expert over here in the chair. We're gonna talk about it.
Right.
But I know that a lot of times men that don't like to do public hand holding is because they're still looking for something else. And so if you're not like really locked into that relationship, then you kind of like want to leave yourself a little bit out there. So you can't say that, oh, I saw you holding hands with Sally. You'd be like, nah, like that's my girl or whatever. It's kind of like a little bit different because if the woman is for the whole hand holding it, like I've seen couples dress alike, like not like overly sexual, but just affectionate. And the affectionate was like, he was like wanting everybody to know this is my woman, and she was like, yep, this is my man. So then wasn't nobody even ready to slide up in there while she go to the bathroom, or people will do what they want to do. But that's what I find. I don't know. So what do you think?
Well, let me ask you this right here. Okay, so that's his way of showing affection to his woman or his wife, his and her shirts. But because what happens if I say, well, I still love you, I just don't want to wear
that's
that.
Fine.
Is that okay? Does that have to go down that path of where you don't want to feel like you don't want to be seen with me, you don't want nobody to know that you're my woman, or you know what I mean? Right.
No, I'm just saying with couples. I'm just saying, I'm talking again, we're talking about communication.
Right, communication.
Okay. Yeah. So everything always starts and stops with communication. Two different subjects, the clothes and the public. That's two different subjects.
Yeah, true.
You're trying to switch me up here, but I got it because I know what I'm doing up here. Okay,
all right.
That's what you won't do.
Okay.
All right, okay. But I'm gonna walk with you.
I tell you what though, I have been in public. Well, hey, hold the purse. I literally just slip it over my shoulder, and I actually done that before.
Oh, you talking about holding purses for your lady?
I'm not saying holding the purse, but I just flip it over my shoulder. And you know what I mean?
Greg. Okay, Greg.
I have done that before. I was young, you know what I mean? So,
well, Well, that, you know,
But she's
again,
up under me, like
yeah.
like she can walk with me and she can like cup her arm up under my arm. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
It's just a hand.
Yeah, okay,
Come
I
on.
got you.
Just cuff my arm.
So when
and
you
walk.
so when you okay, I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm gonna get you out the hot seat because see, I could really, you know, I could really do some things, but I'm not going to
do some things.
Well, I'm just talking about, you know, like the conversation wise, I'm gonna keep this for y'all. Okay,
Right.
I'm gonna keep this for you.
Right.
So you hear what the man said. We're talking about how to spice it up in your bedroom. One thing I know for certain, and two things I know for sure, is that it takes two people or more to tango, and those people have to be in agreement with what they're doing.
Absolutely.
So if you're my biggest thing is spicing up the bedroom. First comes with communication. Be open enough to say what you want, and then demand what you need, or solve the problems, replace the problems,
Absolutely,
fix the problems.
Fix the problem.
Okay, so that's my bottom line on
Meet
there.
halfway.
Meet halfway.
Meet halfway.
But do 100% and do 100%. I don't believe 50-50.
Okay, and that's fine. However you want to do it.
Okay.
At least y'all come together on an agreement.
Absolutely,
and keep
absolutely.
everything spicy entertainment in the bedroom.
Absolutely. So Greg, you want to tell us anything coming up in your life?
I'll come back.
You'll come back?
I'll come back. I want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Can I come back?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you know what? If y'all are watching this, y'all enjoying this, I want y'all to put a 2 down in the comment. I want y'all to hit that like button. Well, y'all know I really don't like the like button. Y'all already know that. I like the love button. So hit that heart button and then share this out to whomever that you think need it. Plus, add 3 people. Put 3 people down in the comments and tell us where you're tuning in from, because we want to know. We over here in Hotlanta. We're on the outskirts, but we still consider ourselves in Hotlanta. And we're having a ball. This is Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. My man Greg was here, you know, with his fine self. Y'all know he's fine, right? So and he's a danger. He's something else. I'm already peeped him. So watch out. Watch out for Greg. That's all I gotta say, right, Chef?
That's right. That's my homie. I know him. We think alike on a lot of subjects.
So anyway, it is your turn to tell us, how do you feel? How do you rate communication? And what are some of the stumbling blocks of communication? We're going to take a short break. Think about that. And joining me up next is our Guess Who's Coming to Dinner guest, Miss Nancy Manning, who has traveled all the way from South Kakalaki. So pay attention to this short break, and we'll be right back.
You gotta take time out to focus on you. Don't take on any tasks that don't belong to you. It's a perfect day to make a change. Gotta put the brakes on anything that get in your way. No time to second guess. You gotta put your trust in God and walk by faith. It's time to change your life. Know what you want and apply. Go far beyond than just try. Goodbye to yesterday. Today is the day to claim your destiny. Just clap your hands if you understand. Just clap your hands if you understand.
Hey, clap your hands if you understand. Hey, Songbird is supposed to be coming in the building, but you know these people be late for the party and all that stuff. Nancy Manning, it's so good to see you.
I'm so excited to be here.
And you look fabulous.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know what? You just light my world up.
Oh.
When I see you, when you send me that message, I was like, that is beautiful.
That's what we do when we support.
And you travel, you get in that car, you have come to see us in the studio.
Absolutely.
We hung out together at the expo.
That was super fun.
Wasn't that super fun?
Super fun.
And then last year got away from us.
I know.
That COVID.
Yeah, we didn't hook up last year, did we?
We did not hook up at all because we would have been down at the what was it? It's not the Essence. It's the big expo that
the convention.
Yeah. But we would have hooked up there because they pretty much canceled a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, wow.
We had our delay of our Black History, not Black History, our Women's History Month was delayed. I think that's when you came to that. Did you come to the state capitol? Or you came the next day?
Yes.
Because the following day we were at the international. Right. So it's so good to see you. You look amazing.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Chef,
when I see that topic,
flirt.
I was like,
She
oh
does.
my gosh. I love the topic.
That's right, Chef.
Thank you.
So how's business?
Wonderful. Honestly, of course, with COVID, that allowed me to kind of revamp some things that I wanted to launch and do, and then really just kind of settle into what my motives were and what the intention was for what was a driving force for what I was trying to create.
Okay.
I didn't want it to come from a selfish place. I wanted it to make sure that if it wasn't going to be impactful, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
Because that's what, I'm not out here for popularity. I'm out here for impact. That is the goal.
Right.
I want it to be hard work, not hard work. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a space that I'm in. And so I really try to focus in on, okay, what is it that I'm here to do as a person, as a soul, here, what am I trying to do with my gifts, my talents, my abilities, and how am I supposed to show up in the world? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so what value am I supposed to be adding to the planet and to humanity? I mean, we're all here to do something. And so when I hear people say, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why I'm here. All this stuff that we say. And it's like, we're all here. You wouldn't be here if you didn't come here to do something and be something. And what happens is that in the process of what am I supposed to do, we lose who we are.
Yeah.
And so we end up taking time and space and energy to find ourselves again, because we're living life according to everyone else's perceptions and ideas and paradigms of how we're supposed to be doing life. But once we find or discover again who we are and what we're here to do, then we can actively engage and then go forth and authentically, organically be who we are.
Exactly.
And then show up like we're supposed to.
Exactly. A lot of times, as it's kind of like that question that I had asked Greg. A lot of times we're trying to be political correct that we forget how to just answer the question.
Just answer, yeah.
And when we don't, and I get it, but the older I get, the bolder I get. So it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna let the chips fall where they may.
Right.
You didn't like what I said. That's a you problem and not a me problem.
Absolutely.
Because I have to be truthful in my response.
Right.
Because if not, then it'll just get all glassed over and you'll be like, well, you said this and like that's not what I meant.
Right.
Well, that's what you said.
Right.
So you have to really try to be clear in your message. And so tell us you're in the space of coaching. How did you make the transition from live to virtual?
Well, honestly, I really just being with myself. Of course, I didn't have the opportunity. Of course, last year with everything that happened, we were more engaging with people and we were out there touching and stuff. So then I had to figure out, okay, and of course, because I'm not so tech savvy, so I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? But I took that time to do more work internally so that when I show up again and when I come back on the platform and I do all that, I learned the social media stuff. And so now I got stuff happening, getting ready to pop off, in the social media space. And so the transition for me in that space wasn't so much being in this space where I'm like on social media, but definitely there's other platforms like Zoom and FaceTime and all that I kept in touch with a lot of people and coached in that space, which was really wonderful because I felt that people were able to open up a lot more and really, because of course, we were forced into isolation when we should have been able to hear our souls cry for solitude, and we didn't do that. So what happened with the virus, with the virus is that it forced us into isolation and we had to then learn how to be with ourselves and hear ourselves. So it was really great to work with people and get in touch with people, watching them get in touch with themselves.
Yeah.
So it's been so rewarding.
Yeah.
On so many levels.
I absolutely agree. One thing that we did, because we're in the space of media and coaching and all this other kind of thing, we started like several different platforms.
Wonderful.
But it was also that internal work that was constantly being done. So like I was on like hyper creative mode. We came out with the last book, Wake Up Winning No Matter What, because losing is not an option, volume 2. And I really wasn't going to put that project together, but I had people come to me, was like, Queen, you need to do it. And then I really looked at the fact that everybody was hurting. People were like really, really suffering in that space. And because I really do, and I could be, I'd be really transparent and honest. I live in a bubble.
Okay.
I don't really care what the chick down the road is doing or the guy up the block. I don't really care.
Right.
We never stop hanging out. We never stop loving on each other.
Right.
Me and my cliques, we
stayed connected.
We was like, we don't believe in mask wearing because it's just a lot of things going on with that mask thing, like breathing back in your own oxygen. That ain't healthy for you. So it's like we wasn't falling for the okie doke. And I know I get a lot of pushback from
I did a lot of traveling
from people, right? So it was like, but it was still a shift. Nevertheless, it was a shift. But it really was good because, like you said, then you knew who was important. You focused more on what was important, and we had this thing of radical self-care going on.
It was so good,
right?
So good, yes.
Right. So it was. It was awesome. So radical self-care, personal self-care,
yes,
relationship care.
Oh, absolutely.
So how do you keep the bedroom spicy? Because you're married, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, how many years?
22.
22 years married.
It'll be like you one day.
Spicy marriage for 22 years?
In the bedroom, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh.
Y'all
better ring, Nancy, ring the bell 20 times, 22 times.
I don't know how many, where we at?
Her husband is a happy.
See, I told y'all, what we say, Chef, who's supposed to show up will show up.
Yes.
And we got to help people understand the importance of keeping the bedroom spicy.
Oh, absolutely.
So when you first got married to like now, what has been your learning and growth process in that?
Oh, well, first of all, I started in the sexual space way too soon. I feel more than, way early in life as a teenager. So of course, because I was very curious, but, once I got married, I understood my own body already by then.
Okay.
So because I understood that, I wanted to make sure that whatever I was understanding about my own body, that my mate could also understand that. And so the only way to do that was by deciding that we were going to explore one another's bodies, meaning, we're just going to lay on the bed. We're going to caress. We're going to do the sensual massages. We're just going to try to figure out what we like, what we don't like. Mm-hmm. But I knew a lot of what I already enjoyed, so a lot of like, bringing the toys into the bedroom is so big for a lot of people. And it's like, ooh, don't do that. But that was something I wanted because I wanted to keep things spicy. So as far as evolving to where we are now, like it's really and still we're trying new things. They know me by my first name at Adam and Eve. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like they know.
Wow.
I go in and I want to know what is the newest product, the newest lubrication, the newest whatever, because I was like recommending stuff to people because even in the coaching space, people do come to me in that space. So I want to know, I'm going to try it out and then I'm going to let you know how I enjoyed it and then I'm going to recommend it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things I can recommend for people wanting in that space. But of course, deciding that we were going to always explore and not be afraid to try something new. So if there was something I wanted to do, I would let him know, hey, can we try this? Mm-hmm. Like just recently we tried let's try this and do these little shots that you can get to just make you a little bit more juicy and all that down there. Now I don't normally have a problem with that, but I just wanted to see what it did. It was something different. And oh my God. I was like, I'm gonna need a towel. I'm gonna need something. He was like going like this up my leg and things. I was like, well, goddamn, And so, I was like, this is great. So maybe I shouldn't have drank the whole shot. I maybe should have did half like it recommended. I was like, okay.
You was thirsty.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I was wanting it to be, slip and slide. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh my gosh. And it was just great to discover that product. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So now I was like, okay, take half the shot. You'll be okay. Understand that it's okay that if you're in a certain space, you can bring in lubes, you can bring in, anything that's going to help you stay in that space where you're just slipping and sliding and gliding because that's what we're wanting. Mm-hmm. And some people get embarrassed about being in that space, but we've been wide open. Mm-hmm. We love dress up. We love role play. We do all of that. And so, I mean, that's the only way we've been, because if not, I mean, I guess suppose it could get boring if I know exactly what you're going to do, how you're going to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And how long you're going to
Continuity.
last. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
What we doing here? You know what I'm saying? So understanding that about one another, you know what I'm saying? Like that, I mean, that is a great thing. And so I believe that if you're with a partner and you're with someone and you are connected, sex should only get better. Because we are exploring, we are having, I have massage tables. I'm getting ready to buy my swing. Like I got pillows. You understand? You know what I mean? Right? Did you get it? I'm thinking about getting me a pole. You know what I'm saying? Like I love it.
I love it.
I love all of that. So I love the dress up. I love all of that. You know, so yeah, let's go for it. And so that's, for me, that has been, oh look, let's just go over here. Let's see what else they have. You know what I'm saying? So I've done lives with other people. I've been invited on to help people understand how to introduce that into the bedroom, because that is sometimes one of the challenging things. Sometimes the woman wants it more than the men, and there's ways to do it, especially when because of how men can think about that type of stuff. So.
And another thing I want you to touch on is this whole the religious part in the bedroom and the community, and because I think that sometimes, and Chef alluded to it, that married people don't have sex, but
they should be having the most sex.
They should be having the most sex. So how has, in your opinion, how has the religious space kind of like put this bad taste in people's mouths, or how they view sex?
Well, of course, because I've been in the religious space. I transitioned from that space into spirituality and just really started to seek. Not that I wasn't, but I stopped caring about what others thought in the religious space about my personal spiritual journey, or with my connection. What I do know that the marriage bed is undefiled. So whatever me and my spouse agree to, it's me and my spouse. Right. You know what I mean? And so I feel that a lot of times it can, the whole thing, about people wrapping their mind around, hey, go for the toys, the lube, all that good stuff. I think a lot of times it could be maybe that they've had a negative experience, or their upbringing as a whole, how their parents view sex. And so and then they come into the religious space, and then it's wrong, it's bad, it's, depending on
disgusting.
Right. It's where, okay. And then it depends, what denomination are you?
But everybody had to have some sex to get here, though.
Listen
That's
to me.
Listen
to me. We're supposed to be fruitful, and we're supposed to multiply. You understand what I'm saying? And so, and so it's important to understand that part is very sacred. There's something very spiritual about sex. You know what I mean? But I believe that we get to the space where we forget the intimacy that comes before sex. And so as women, we're more wired we want atmosphere. We are connected to everything. Right. Everything. Like we could be going at it and I'm like, did you lock the door? Are the kids in bed? And they don't even know whether they even have kids at the moment. You understand what I'm saying?
They're so like you in the zone.
Because honey, you can just flick it and they ready. You got to make love to our mind before we get in the bedroom many times. You know what I'm saying? There's other times that it's the other way around. Right. Because honey, I'm very, very active. I'm very, very sensual, very, very sexual. I love it. I want to play. I want to have fun. I want to try something different. And I want to go at it. And I'm so glad that in the religious space, when I was in that space, I didn't allow that part to come in. I just didn't talk about it until people started coming to me, and I started discovering that there were couples, wonderful couples with 4 or 5 kids that had not experienced orgasms. They hardly ever had sex. They didn't play. They were nervous about even touching themselves. But how can my partner know what is pleasing to me if I don't even know what is pleasing to me?
Right. So you had to, like you said, early you started figuring out your body.
I did.
So then you can relate what's important and what's not,
Absolutely.
And what you like and what you don't
Absolutely. Like. Absolutely. And that's what I feel in any connection, whether you're married or not.
Right.
If you're having sex, you should be on a discovery journey of one another's bodies.
That's right.
Because if I know you and you know me and you know what I like, we're going to be at each other and we're going to be about it. Like can we both learn to release? Do we know how many orgasms we can have as women? There's many more than just a G-spot. They make a big deal of squirting, all that good stuff. But there's more. There's cervical. There's so many. There's orgasms. There's nipple, breast orgasms. Have you experienced this?
I think
Men as well. Have you experienced multiple at the same time? Do you know how to experience them back to back to back, where you're letting yourself climax, and then like we're not allowing ourselves to discover one another.
Free. Like that's the biggest thing when you connect with somebody.
Yes.
And you should have that freedom to say,
absolutely, this
is what I want it all. I want it now. Right. I want it, like later, now, in between, like how, Greg and Chef were just saying how they're spontaneous, how they're continuously engaging.
Right.
What, from the people that you've talked to outside of the married couples, what are some of your single couples being challenged with?
Just the fear of letting go. Because when you think of the orgasmic space, your body feels different with different types of orgasms. People, when let's just talk about the G-spot, the squirting space. Okay, let's just talk about that alone. It feels like you're going to urinate on yourself. So it's hard to let go.
Yeah.
But if you decide that you're going to use toys, you're going to do that and learn to kind of understand that that's not what's happening, you learn to let go. And so not only that, if you're not comfortable in your
question from the audience,
if you're not comfortable in your sexuality with your own physical body, you're going to hold back in your connection. So if I am not comfortable, and listen, I've been up and down in my weight. At my heaviest, I was 225 at my heaviest. Okay. And I never allowed my body, the position or how my body looked to keep me. There was things that I would do to make sure I felt sexy. And if I feel sexy, honey, it's you in trouble. You better have taken some vitamins and you best to be ready. You get what I'm saying? And then, so a lot of what I have gotten from people that may not be married, but they are in relationships, is just being able to know how to let go. Let go. Let, like, what? Why you gotta have the light off? First of all, your eyes will adjust. Eyes adjust in the dark.
I was about to say this.
I need to know what you're doing.
See, I remember having conversations with my grandmother, and she was so, from that era, it was like she don't want nobody to see her naked. See, me and my kids, we like the total opposite.
Right.
But she had these stigmas of lights and nudity and all of this stuff. And it's just really, really held her at this place. I was like, Granny, why are you, tripping? Like them, them just titties. She's like, no, don't. And the whole, so I just can only imagine how, because she never, and because of that, she never talked to me about sex.
Right.
And that was the person that raised me. And I was totally different with my kids. It's like, we could talk about anything, like at any point.
Absolutely. If there's shame around it from an experience, let's say our grandmother, whoever, they'll pass it on, assuming that is what sex is about, because that's been their experience. They didn't heal that part of their life. But if they understand that was their personal experience, that's not going to be everyone else's experience. And sexuality is very knowing and understanding that part of who we are, because that's part of how we connect to our person. It is very spiritual. It's the intertwining of souls. It is you depositing to me and to me and me receiving, being the receptor. I'm receiving everything you are as a person. Do I trust who you are? Are you being who you are is the question.
Yeah. And another thing is people sometimes don't realize is sex is the perfect opportunity to create. When couples like to think, like if you are really trying to create something, take that into your sex. Take that into your life and start like see him. If you see your man opening up his restaurant or whatever, then when y'all doing it, then y'all should be seeing that restaurant and how many people and 100 employees and the red, the red carpet. That's the creative energy that we have to start bringing to sex. And if everybody would get on that plane, can you imagine the shift that would occur?
And let me tell you because I can get sex whatever I want from my husband. Do you understand? But I also have sex with myself. I love on myself because I understand it's a creative energy. I will spend time with myself still. Understanding that I'm creating something here. So if I'm needing to understand or get some downloads on something I'm wanting to do or create or to manifest in my life, I will go play with myself. Okay. And I will have that creative energy, and then I'll go into my office and I'll get to writing or typing or Googling because things are dropping because it's a creative energy.
Absolutely.
It is the life force energy. You know, so if I'm trying to give life to something, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Hey,
quick question.
Quick question.
I want to go back to what you said about the nipples.
Okay.
Now, does it go for men and women?
Yes.
On the nipple part?
Yeah, because we're talking erogenous zones. Absolutely.
Because, you know, I had a young lady suck on my nipples, and I don't mind it and all, but, you know, some men have, you know, intimacy issues about a woman sucking on their nipples.
Because I think it's a feminine thing, but it's but then if you don't like it, you just express
you don't like
it,
right?
With no woman like,
but this is where I feel like, let's say, sensual massages are key in tantric sex is absolutely important because it's not always about the climax and getting there and coming and releasing. It is about being still enough to let your partner 100%
be satisfied.
Discovering and exploring to see what I just need you to feel like just let me suck, lick, bite, let me touch. How does this feel? How does this feather feel? How does these pearls feel? How does this lotion feel? How does that oil feel? Hot, cold. Like I absolutely love ice on my breast. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, if you reach a certain spot on me, baby, I don't like that.
Then that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
And
but
you're gonna move on.
That is the point.
That's right.
That is the point.
To learn your mate.
To learn your mate.
Right.
And that's why that's how you keep it spicy is because you learn your mate and then you explore and you have to always be pushing the envelope because a lot of times you don't even know that sucking on your earlobe was that hot.
That's actually one of the major erogenous zones, and actually the lower back also is very. And the thing is that we have to learn to do that when we're at our peak and already feeling. That's why foreplay is so important. Like I didn't realize. I like cold, you know, on my nipples. I realized that, and then I was like, oh my god, I like nipple clips. Like, oh my god, like I really, I'm good with that.
Put ice in my mouth and play with my mate with it.
Yes.
And if I also, you know, we also don't took showers and baths.
Right.
And that's one of my favorite things to do.
That's super awesome.
Especially, you know, let's clean with each other.
We have this audience.
The audience is hot.
Okay, explore. I'm all for that. Learn your mate.
We can't hear you. So come over here, Greg. so the people can hear you. At least let them hear you.
Okay. You want to explore your mate, figure out what he likes, his dislikes, and everything.
Right.
What causes the man to make him feel like, because even if a woman was to do that to me with my nipple, in my mind, someone going to trigger me and tell me, are you trying to emasculate me? I'm going to reject that immediately because in my mind, I'm feeling like, yo, I don't want that. How do you help a man get past that part when he doesn't feel like he's being emasculated?
Okay.
So now he's gonna push back on you. Like, what are you doing? I just brought my fist and hit you in your head. What are you doing?
You have to do the same thing I mentioned about women is let
it's the
go.
same thing.
Let go.
God,
I purchased a massage table years ago. Okay. I purchased a massage table for the purpose of throwing or putting or placing my mate on their front and back and touching, feeling, licking, biting, caressing to see. And the whole thing is that most times the ego space of who we are because of the collective consciousness of what is masculine and what is feminine, instead of saying this is a spiritual encounter we're having right now because we are wanting to connect. So my relationship with my spouse has nothing to do with anyone else other than ours. I'm not inviting you in to tell me what you think because this is my connection with my person. So if you know that, you have to lay that down. If you want to experience more intense, you know, releases, and you got to teach yourself how to let yourself go to the climax and then not release and pull. It makes you more sensitive. And your climax will be more intense. You'll enjoy sex a lot more and you'll have more control in the long term as you get older. And it only gets better. My husband is going to be 61.
And you've been married for 22
years.
Right.
Active. You hear me? He's a bodybuilder. He looks great. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, because there's orgasms you can have just from working out. People don't realize that.
So
you know what I'm saying? Yes, absolutely.
Interesting. Well, because I done had women get orgasms for me cooking. Honestly, they be like, they get turned on by me cooking.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's
because it's visual.
It's a visual, that's sight.
Because we need
because that's what I said at first when we remember we have to approach all of our senses.
Absolutely.
And if you want to really 5 senses and then 2 the 6th sense, and then you're talking about traveling in the 5th dimension with your mate. So we're spiritual, we're open, we can, if we hitting on all of those pockets, like from the smells in the house that turns you on, like knowing your turn on scent. That turn on scent could be cookies, or it could be a cologne, or it could be a fragrance.
Right.
And then certain things, pictures, like watching certain things, like watching porn together, or watching some kind of exotic movie or something. Or then it could be like, it could be rain. Right. Rain could be a big turn off. Going out playing in the rain on the porch, like certain things. Absolutely. All of those things really add up to this keeping the fire burning. And that's what we're talking about today, because I hear so many couples talk about the dissatisfaction. Absolutely. And then you're saying I'm cheating, and really cheating and being satisfied in bed. That's 2 different issues. One don't have anything to do with the other. Hear me correctly. However, I really feel like you said, Nancy, if you're involved with somebody, it should get better every single time.
Absolutely. And I think one of the fears that we come across, especially if we're not comfortable in our own sexuality, is being able to express to our partner what we don't like. You mentioned that. And it's like, first of all, if you're going down on me and you're in the goodies, I'm going to guide you, honey. I'm going to tell you this feels good, that don't keep doing that. I love that. Okay, I'm almost there. Okay, back up a little bit. That's too hard. That's too soft. I need you to, I'm just be honest with you. Like this morning, we had such a great time, right? And I was like, I want a straight up vaginal massage, because they prepare me. It prepares me, especially because I wasn't thinking to have sex. So I wanted to make sure I gave him a good experience. So I asked for a massage, a vaginal massage, which you got to touch all parts of the vagina to get there. And it enhances everything. The nipples, it enhances everything. The G-spot is easier to find. It enhances all sorts of stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? And so until we are comfortable in our own sexuality, we're going to be afraid to do that. So we have to be open enough what we like. If your partner is giving you head and her teeth or her tongue or her, her lips, or you need her to position it differently, you need to use
talk.
Just say that.
Open your mouth and say something.
I'll tell my husband in 2 minutes, get the
A
oil.
closed mouth do not get fed.
Facts. And then being okay with also, like I said, bringing in the toys. It's like, okay, some men need a little bit more recovery time. Okay, I'm fine, but we're going to keep going because I'm hot and ready. And so, okay, so I'm going to pull out the Satisfier. I'm going to pull out the dildo. I'm going to pull out the different things.
Because that's the thing. Because sometimes, like, you might finish with your mate and then they're finished and you're like, I'm not finished yet. Facts. So don't be afraid to turn over and just keep your party going.
And that's a great time to practice not being selfish in the bedroom and pull the toys out. Listen, my toys are on my side of the bed. Okay. I need you to, they all in my, I got couple drawers. Okay. And so we're going to get this. And it's like, okay. And so like, for instance, for me, if I'm not feeling, deep throating my spouse, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pull out the sleeve, because the sleeve is going to help me do what I want him to do. And it's still going to give him the satisfaction he's needing to get his release.
Sleeve.
Okay,
that's part 2. Okay, that's part 2. But guys, you know what? We have to take a short break. I'm trying to figure out what Chef is doing in the kitchen. Awesome. And is this good stuff? Is this not good stuff? If this is good stuff, and Tamisha said you're telling all of the secrets, Chef. She said, cut it out.
But don't we want them to know? They need to know. Men need to know. Women need to know.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be boring, y'all. It could be getting better and
my maid,
better.
So that's
I know.
Better and better. Like it's better.
You're telling all the secrets. Guys, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Take time out to focus on you. Don't take on any tasks that don't belong to you. It's a perfect day to make a change. Gotta put the brakes on anything that get in your way. your destiny. Just clap your hands if you understand. Just clap your hands if you understand.
Hey y'all, it's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach helping you get it done. What is it that you need to get done? I can help you get on the media and make more money. Get that exposure you're looking for. So come see me. Check me out all social media under Wanda D Hollis, yes, my government name. And you can also follow my website at IamEnough365.com. That's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey guys, we're back. We're live on set. I have to calm down this group. This is a rowdy group. It may not be many, but they are plenty. So Miss Demetria Winters in the building. Our what are we gonna call her, Chef? Our resident.
She's just our special resident.
Our special resident. How you been, love?
Whew, busy.
Busy. I heard you was
Busy.
y'all was shooting for a movie today. Y'all was doing some flipping.
A little short surprise for everybody. A little short.
You know what? They so geeked up. They got it. Okay, Greg. Go ahead.
You know they stop it. But yeah, a little short film. So we were working on doing some scenes this morning.
Okay.
So that's a little surprise that's gonna come up.
Well, I love it. And how's the book going? How's your books moving?
Oh, it's doing pretty well. Just made some more sales. A lot of people are showing more and more interest in not only the books, but they want to know what else I'm doing. And it's been amazing.
I wanna Okay, so tell me this. Tell me, you just won an award or you were just nominated?
Yes, World Women Conference and Awards. I was nominated in health and wellness, and that is a global. That's a global.
Okay, hold on for a second. You know, now y'all know how transparent I am in the house. Okay, I'm gonna have to get transparent, and I'm just gonna have to let the family know how I get down. Now we are live inside of the I Am Enough talk show where your dreams matter, and we just like to give the courtesy of just paying attention to the person that is talking. So if you're watching at home, can you please turn your direction to Miss Demetria Winters, and if you are in the studio, can you please turn your attention to this queen right here. She drove a long way to be here, and I'm so glad you came. So tell me again, what's going on? You won this award. You was nominated.
I was nominated.
You was nominated for the World Women's Conference and Awards.
Women of Vision. Health and Wellness.
Health and Wellness.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited. I made a post and I said I did not win the physical award, but I actually won a spiritual award because I'm no longer that traumatized child hiding from everything and everybody.
Yes.
And now I'm definitely an empowered woman.
Absolutely. And see, what they don't realize is that you have grown so much from when we met 2 years ago.
Yes.
When you came and see me for our first coaching session. And I said, well, you gotta do this, Queen. Queen wasn't ready then.
No.
But Queen took in the information. And now you're like, you're like a whole new 2 books, and you got another book, and you have an event coming up too.
Yes, I have a soft launch for my self-published poetry book with 21-day guided journal, and it's called Winter's Prelude. And March 31st, I'm going to do a soft launch on that and have a little small gathering and actually we're going to let it be virtual as well, so that
Okay.
people can see
See
into
it.
the event.
Well, I will be there physically because I'm all about the physical experiences, touching and the looking at you in the eyes. So I'm so proud of you, and I really like the way that you merged everything together. And that you saying, you know what, I'm all about helping everybody in that mental space. I love it when you go live and you're taking people through your personal journey of whatever your day looks like. And that takes courage to be real transparent in that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting because I didn't realize that about myself. I didn't realize that I was one of those people that didn't mind speaking out loud.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually quiet for a long time. And finally, I'm using my voice, and I feel like I'm definitely walking in my purpose and letting people know it's okay to talk about your mental health issues or your family or your friends. It's okay to talk about it, because until you talk about it, it's not going to get fixed.
Yeah. So you have to be open enough. And it seems like the main theme around here today is communication.
Yes.
So it really doesn't matter whether you're talking about communication in your bedroom, in your home life, in your business, in your jobs, with your relationship, even with yourself. You have to be honest enough to have those conversations.
Right. And to go along with the topic, I remember when I look back at my marriage, which was over 20 something years, and I ended up getting a divorce, I wasn't all the way there. I wasn't engaged. I wasn't fully in that space because I had a mental block.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's a whole different ball game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a whole different kind of connection with my partner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm open, I'm honest. Like y'all spoke about before, I talk about what I want and what I don't like, instead of just being there and just, you see Miss Sealy just laying there.
Just laying there.
Just
he
laying
do
there,
his
letting
business
it
on me, and I don't really like that. Well, okay, not Miss Sealy. Okay, we're gonna call her not Miss Sealy. So today's topic was all about how to spice things up in the bedroom. Mm-hmm. And I already know, like you've expressed how you've grown in that space of the maturity of self.
Yes.
So how is you're in a committed relationship? Or
yes.
Okay, you are. Okay. Mm-hmm. So how is being in that space, how has that been fulfilling to you? Or is there still pockets in there that you would like to explore? Or do you feel like it's at its peak? Or I'm asking a lot of questions, and I don't normally do that because that's just bad interviewing. Mm-hmm. But do you feel like it's at its peak, or is there some room in there that you want to, some things that you want to enhance?
Actually, in a sense, I think it's at a peak. But then when I think it's at a peak, it's
you
like it changed. Yes. And I'm like, wait a minute, what just happened? Like, hold on.
Constantly.
I thought we were okay. Like we were. And then it's a whole other level. What's going on? But I think when you are in that better space, and you have someone else that's kind of coming along that same journey with you and opening up, and y'all are communicating, y'all are, like you said, exploring, you are having like that total experience from expression verbally to touch to and I don't think that intimacy is about you. I think intimacy is about what you're doing for your partner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it turns me on to know that
you're turned on.
That part, my bed is turned on. I'm like, ooh, okay. Okay, yes. It actually makes me orgasm.
Okay. Yeah. I can see that. Definitely. Because, I guess in pleasing people, then it pleases you. You know, is there anything that you struggle with now in terms of in the bedroom that you maybe thinking about that you need to work on some things? Like, do y'all bring toys into it? You know, like other things that you may say, because this is where I don't know, it just might be on my side of the street, but a lot of times we don't do something because we feel like the judgment is there, or we don't want to engage in something because we thinking that the partner may not really, you know, be into it. Do you have those barriers, or have y'all just totally removed those barriers?
I had that problem in the past with past relationships, but with this one, no, it's very open.
That's good.
Very open. And it makes me feel like I trust him, and like he's proven time and time again that I can trust him with my secrets.
Yeah. And that's one thing I had to take note of, is for us to, when it comes to the bedroom, to be able to be as open in terms of communication and telling those things that you may not have shared before with that person. You know, to say, you know what, I trust you, because you should. You know, you should trust them with your secrets. But again, if there's not, then there's just something that we need to heal from, because I don't think it's them. I think it's us.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because I'm thinking about, you know, when Greg said there were certain things that he didn't like, and that he didn't want to even think about someone going there. So it just really made me wonder about whoever it could be that's a partner for him, if he really trusted them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can go to bed with somebody, but that doesn't mean that you trust them to like where you let go.
Right,
like, I let go more because I trust this person.
Right, absolutely.
You know, in fact, I go some places I haven't gone before because I trust this person. And some people, I hate to say it, even my husband, I didn't really trust them like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't recognize it until I started really healing mentally. Then I started recognizing that I had those types of hang-ups or issues or whatever. And I thought I was free, but I wasn't really free.
But you were. Now you free. Okay. Ring the bell. All right, she free, y'all. She is free. Chef, what's going on over there in the kitchen?
Right, we got some amazing things going on over here.
Some amazing things. So have y'all tried the tuna tartare? Have you tried it? Well, can you slide her a tuna tartare? Nancy, did you try the tuna tartare?
I did.
It was yummy. Greg, did you? Not yet. Okay.
Sex food.
Tuna tartare. So let's talk about. Do you play with food in the bed?
No, but we just recently talked about it.
You did? Okay. Play with food.
You can't bring oxtails and put them in
You can if you like oxtails. I don't know. I guess it depends on matter of you. If whatever you like, and then you can do whatever you want to. It's your business, It's your business.
You can't bring the oxtails in the bed. No, that's a little too much.
Well, why not? You be like, okay. Well, I don't know. What's up, author Lynette Jewel in the building? That's good. That's good, right? So that's tuna tartare. So, Chef, what is that made with?
Raw tuna. Little soy sauce, a little rice wine vinegar. And, it's like seasoned with a little salt and pepper and a little lime juice. And that's it.
Y'all. So there you have it.
I'm giving y'all my recipes now.
That's all right, Chef. They can do what they need to do, but we always gonna be at the chef spot. All right. We don't care what the recipe look like. We still gonna be here. So
this is a quick and simple recipe, and it's real easy. But it's raw tuna. It's seared on both sides all around for just a quick second, but it's actually still raw. And what actually happens with it is the soy sauce and the rice wine vinegar actually finish the cooking process.
Right. Oh, it's so good. I can't wait to dive into it.
is.
So you know what? So we talked about foreplay, but I want to talk about extended foreplay. You know, this group is wild. I'm just gonna tell y'all this group is so wild. I had my little things in order, but you know, it's always Freestyle Sunday. And that's just what it is. So I want to talk about extended foreplay. Now we got the foreplay down, but I'm talking about that extended foreplay where you just want to keep the foreplay held in that pocket. What's the longest time frame do you think, like time ticking, do you think you've held it in the extended part? And y'all could shout out an answer too if y'all.
I don't think it should be a time on foreplay.
No, that's not what the question.
Oh, okay.
I said, what's the longest time that you've held it in the extended area? Like, you know how you want to get to it, but you're like, nah, don't get to it yet. Like, nah. And I know Greg said he make love all day. Right, I know, but I'm saying, but after you make love all day, when you get in the bedroom, what is the extended time of the foreplay?
I've done it about an hour.
Okay,
hour and a half. It just depends. Sometimes when you enjoying yourself, there is no time.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, but you know that you went in that bedroom at 9:00, and you know that you came out, at 9:15, or you know that you came out at 11.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like we do have a concept of time. So that's the question that I'm getting y'all some information. Okay, I don't need the information, but y'all need the information. So I'm just trying to let our viewers know that there is foreplay and then there's extended foreplay. And extended foreplay looks a lot different than foreplay, right?
So that's when you start breaking out the toys and everything else with your extended foreplay.
Right, exactly.
I want to make sure I understand y'all correctly. So that means after we done did what we did.
No.
Oh, that's before that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, before the whole before the actual in the pocket experience going like the.
You can go a couple hours if you're about the sensation and not allowing yourself to climax, because that's not the goal, but it also prepares you to have a more intense experience when you release. So that's why massaging and all that's important.
So I gotta say this for my listeners, because she's a little far. Nancy, you need to come like closer because we can't hear. They can't hear you. I can hear you, but I'm gonna tell them what you just said. So when I'm sharing this information about extended foreplay, I'm talking about not climaxing. I'm talking about being in the bed for several moments, minutes, hours, however you look at it, and then you do not climax. So he has to hold back, and you have to hold back. But the rise is there. It's kind of like a rise and fall, like kind of like a playing a symphony, right?
Yeah.
Am I on the pocket?
Yeah.
Right, rise and fall. So it's like, woo, I'm up there, but let me come down, and let me go back up, and let me come down, and you're holding back. It's like, and see, this is why. This is why you have to be talking, because when you tell, and not just communication, but see, you can tell that body, don't you do it. Don't you do it. We ain't talking about talking to each other. We talking about you just talking to those spots that you need to talk to. So anyway, that's just on my side of the table. What y'all think about that? Do y'all do that? So that's what I want to know. I want to know how, because again, we're talking about spicing up the bedroom. So that's something for you. Maybe you want to work on that. Maybe you want to go home today and just like, okay, well, let me experiment with this a little bit. And we'll do a part 2. So then y'all can send in y'all reports, be like classroom time. Y'all can send in y'all reports to us and let us know how.
That's the guest homework.
That's the guest homework. Guest homework. Chef said guest homework. So another thing I want to talk about is positions. How much more time we got? Oh, you know what, y'all should be here because we about to take our conversation to the dining room, and we about to come to a hard stop on the I Am Enough Talk Show. So maybe that's a question that y'all have to fill out for y'all. So I just looked at the time. Time sure flies when you're having fun. And that's one thing about it. If y'all not in the building, see, the party keeps going. We about to take our shrimp cocktail, our tuna tartare, our what we having, crab?
We're having salmon and lobster tail.
Salmon and lobster tail.
Apple and lemon vinegar red salad.
And our wine and our special cocktail. So I had threw y'all a question, but y'all can't even answer that question. Y'all, audience, y'all cannot answer that question. We're going to save that question for when we get to the dining table, because if you came to dinner, then you would be a part of our dinner discussion. So guess what? I'm so glad y'all came. I'm so glad y'all made it. Chef, can you come on back over here? There's Chef. Okay, there we go. So, Chef, have we not showed out today?
When we showed out today.
When we
showed up and showed out.
He
showed up and showed out.
When we show up, y'all gonna know we showed out. And they hanging on. They like cliffhangers because they like, hey, we want that other question.
They want the
but
juices
we got about
and
5 more
berries.
questions that we ain't even get to, but we gonna answer our questions at the dinner table.
Yeah. See, that's where it all goes on at the dinner table, the after hour conversation.
After hour party.
So it has fun and everything. But I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone tuning in. But see, so don't forget the contest.
Mm-hmm. You want to remind them what the contest was?
The contest is, what did I prepare on our relaunch? What was the entree, and what was the dessert, and what was the topic?
And what was the topic? Entree, dessert, and topic. And inbox me or send an email to the I Am Enough Talk Show. We're gonna figure this out. Once we close, we're gonna give them till midnight.
Give them to midnight tonight,
and then we're gonna
do research.
We're going to come back and we're going to do a draw. So we'll tell y'all who the names are. We'll draw. We're going to go live tomorrow. We're going to do our recap. We normally do our recap tonight, but this after our party, I think it's going to be spicy. People might be out. Well, y'all gets the gist of it. They don't need to know all the business.
And just, so if you guys want to be here, just remember every first and third Sunday of each month, it's going down.
It's going down.
And so you'll want to be in the building. You want to get all the information you say. And if you're, like I say, if you're an entrepreneur, network marketer, whatever you do, you got a book out and you're a singer, whatever the hell you do, you want to be in the damn building.
Whatever you do.
And so, like I said, this is our topic today was hot and spicy. I'd like to thank everyone who came out. Thank Greg. We brought him out of his shyness a little bit. He's going to learn some shit today.
Greg is not shy, okay?
And so, like I said, I thank Miss Nancy for coming down from South Carolina. So she can come from South Carolina, and we can have people come from Kentucky. You can get your ass from across the street and in the building. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay, well, on that note, Chef said thank you and have a blessed evening. And I want to let y'all know that if you're interested in advertising on the I Am Enough Talk Show, all you need to do is just send an email to IamEnoughTalkshow@gmail.com. We are here every first and third Sunday. And if you want to get your tickets for the next one, all you need to do is Cash App IamEnough365.com. Make sure you put the date that you're attending and come on in. You never know who's going to come to dinner, but guess what? We'll be here. So we hope to see you too. Bye for now. Be blessed and expect to have a great and wonderful life.
Take time out to focus on you. Don't take on any tasks that don't belong to you. It's a perfect day to make a change. Gotta put the brakes on anything that get in your way. No time to second guess. You gotta put your trust in God and walk by faith. It's time to change your destiny. Just clap your hands if you understand. Just clap your hands if you understand.
Hey y'all, it's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, your accountability coach helping you get it done. What is it that you need to get done? I can help you get on the media and make more money. Get that exposure you're looking for. So come see me. Check me out all social media under Wanda D Hollis, yes, my government name. And you can also follow my website at IamEnough365.com. That's me, Wanda D, the Motivational Queen, and I look forward to seeing you soon.